Well, hey there everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm Deluxe. Alright, let's do the freaking Transformer review, because I love some freaking Transformers. I love me some Threezero. Man, Starscream is my favorite character, so I'm really excited for this. So this is the MDLX, this is the Coronation Starscream set for my, Threezero. Doesn't transform anything like that, but man, can't wait to look at it. Love, this is a new box, so most of the time they have a window, you can see the figure and everything, but this time it's just great artwork. It looks really good. There he is in his coronation. There you go with the crown. That is a great shot. I like that. And then on the side, once again, MDLX Coronation Starscream, and then back here, all hail Starscream. Heck freaking yeah. Looks great. I love it. And then the side looks good. On the bottom, we got some stuff right there. All right. So as always, hit me up some likes, shares, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you haven't already. Follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. Everything is in the description. Go to Show Z. That's where I got this guy. And put Deluxe 32 at the top and go buy some new Transformers. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about some Threezero MDLX Coronation Starscream. All right, all right, all right. Let's freaking go, man. Love the new box. Looks good. All right, let's take a quick look at what he comes with. So instructions, as always, like I said, he doesn't transform, but it comes with everything. You got the shoulder pauldrons, and you got you call it the creepy face, which I guess it's the smirking face, what they call it. That's funny and everything. But it shows you how to put stuff together. You got the little wing blades, also known as little his knives or something, and everything. You can put them on the wings and everything. I'll show you that later. But it shows you how to articulate and everything. So just be careful with that. Like I said, he does come with several sets of hands. You got, the holding, trigger finger hands. You got those. These are nicely painted. This metallic blue, or kind of a matte finish. Sorry, not metallic, kind of a matte blue finish. It looks good. You got ones holding. You got ones like grasping, kind of like that. So very nice. They are flexible, soft plastic. That's good. You do get, like I said, the little blades. They are got like a matte gray finish to them. Very nice. I like that. Like I said, here is the smirking face, or they call it the creepy face. Nice gunmetal silver and red eyes. Very nice. You do get his blasters, or null rays, whatever. And they're nicely painted too. Gunmetal silver. Looks really good. Nice little sculpt right there. You do get a Megatron. Very nice. Got some black and nice silver paint right there. That's all painted. Looks really good. You get a set of his wings. Once again, nice matte finish. This gray. You got the red and white, the purple for the Decepticon symbol. Some nice gold in here too as well. Nicely sculpted, beautifully painted as well. This matte red and this matte gray looks really nice. Like it a lot. All right, now this coronation set. You get the crown. Once again, nice gold paint. The red looks very nice. Looks good. You got the pauldrons, whatever they call them. Nice purple, gold, and some gunmetal silver throughout. Looks very nice. You get two of those, and you get his cape, and it is cloth, and it's got some wires on the sides right here, so you can sculpt it and everything, or display it however you want to. You can move it around and stuff. That is pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. You get a lot of stuff. So there is what comes with Starscream. All right, so here's Starscream. I don't have anything on. I don't have this blaster. Don't have the wings on. I'm gonna go through articulation real quick with him, but just wanted to show you everything. So yeah, so there is the standard face, just kind of a standard face. It's got the nice silver paint, red eye, silver right there. All this is nicely painted, really nice. Got the matte finish to it, the red, the gray, the blue. Looks really good. Got the gold right there for the cockpit. Got the two eyes for the turbine boobies. And then you got some nice paint down here as well. Some nice sculpt work as always. Ugly ass feet. Golly. I know they're changing them up on the cone heads. I wish they would have changed it up on this one as too. But man, yeah, those are one of the worst things about this is the feet and everything. And also be careful always with the MDLX series. The flaps and everything, the crotch flaps and everything. They're on small little ball pegs. These are as bad. Like I said, the Megatron is probably the worst ones out of them. But just be wary of them. They will pop off sometimes. But I've never really had any issues with the Seekers and everything. And here is the back. Once again, all that nice sculpt work. Looks real good. Got the nice thrusters. Got some gold paint right there. Looks good. The silver. Looks very nice. All right, so far as articulation, so it's on a ball peg on the bottom and on the top right here. So you got the neck movement, and then you got this movement too as well. So you got the ooh, ooh, like that. So you can look down quite a bit, look up quite a bit too as well. I like that. Then you got the all the way around, and you got the attitude as well. So that is very nice. So you got lots of movement right there. Look at all that sculpt work in there. Looks really good. All right, so you got this. This will move. It's on a little hinge, and you can get about up to right there, a little more than 90 degrees. Not much. Now you can pull it out a little more. You get a little, but not much. You do have so this pulls out right here on this little ball peg right here. So you can, move it back in if you want, or you can pull it out. And you do have a nice butterfly right there, so you can reach across all the way to the chest, which is nice. Like that. So you can go all the way around. You do, like I say, you got the butterfly, you got the nice elbow bend. I love that. You got the nice sculpt work in there. You do have a bicep swivel. Hand is on a ball peg, up and down, swivel, back and forth. To pop it off, you can change off the hands. All right, so you do have a waist swivel. It does kind of rub up on the skirts, but you can go all the way around. And you do have a ab crunch, which I like that. Looks pretty good. And on the back, you can see some of the vertebrae, which is nice. I like that. And there you go. You can get the full Van Damme. What you do have a little drop down like that. So you can get the full Van Damme, which is nice. And if you don't do the drop down, got like a little drop down on the ball peg, you get about to right there. But if you get the drop down, you get the full 90 like there. And you kick up all the way, which is nice. Same thing for the back. Really good. All right, move this back, move this back, move this back. Man, this is a beautiful piece, man. Thigh swivel. You got a nice knee bend, double knee. Looks good. I love nice sculpt work. Kind of like little pistons and everything. Looks really good. I like that. I like the pistons right there. But that's a nice knee bend. All right, the feet. Jeepers are ugly. All right, so you got the toe tilt up, all the foot, and you got the back. You do got some sculpt work in there, which is nice. I love that these flare out, so you get a nice rocker. On either side, you got a swivel, and the toe will move up and down too as well. So that is very nice. All right, so there you go. There's articulation, and we'll go over all the accessories in a second. All right, so let's go over all the accessories. So just like the original one, you can take the wings, you just tab it in. There's two little holes on the back of his back, and then you just plug that in right there. And there you go. You got the wings on. Now, with these little daggers, I've already cracked one of mine. It's this one right here. Be careful. So in the instructions, it says that you need to take a hairdryer and you can loosen up, because with the paint and the stiffness of the giggity and the stiffness of the plastic and everything, I tried to wedge it in there and everything, and I kind of broke a little bit almost. I didn't break it off completely. So I'm not going to put it in the hands anymore, but you can hold these little daggers. But what I'm going to use, you don't have to have them on at all. You can put them back in the box. You can put them back here, and you just do this right here. I think it's like this, like that, and like this. And you can have them on the back of the wings. You can hold them. Like I said, I would definitely take a hairdryer to the hands and try to loosen them up a little bit. All right, so with your null rays, same thing. You could put them in just like the original one, put them on the side like that right there. Or once again, you can hold them. Now, you can put them in, you just kind of wedge it. Feel a little safer doing that than the dagger. It's a lot easier. And you just plug it into the arm right there. Same thing goes with the Megatron gun. I would, me personally, I put the hand on, first, put it in the hand, and then you can, take off the other hand and pop it off and everything. You can use this. You can take that and you can use it as a silencer or something like that. That's pretty cool. We have a little options right there. But I would definitely try to put the hand on first, put it in the gun, and then put it on then. Okay, so let's take this off right here. And we'll take this off right here. What you're going to do, I'm going to put on the coronation set. So what you got to do, you take these off right here. These are magnets, which is cool. I think a lot of people are using magnets now, and I like that. And you just take this. There's a magnet in there. And you just kind of slide it on right there, and it will stick right there. Now, the only issue I have is you can't put the null rays on. It's too long up here, and the hole is right there. They should have gave us another option of null rays. Maybe cut that off or something like that. That would have been pretty cool. Or had an option to take this off so you could put the null rays on, but you can't. So that kind of sucks. All right, and then what you want to do is you want to take this. And you want to take your plug, whatever, right there, and put that right there. Put this right there through the holes. And, well, come on now. There we go. And then you want to put this in there. Kind of sandwich that in there like that, and hopefully it stays. There you go. And last thing you want to do is you want to put on his crown, and it will just kind of fit over there really nice and snug. Oh, with the faceplate, same thing like the original one. You just lift under the chin. You can take a spudger or your fingernail, pop that off, and then you can put the new creepy face on there if you want to. And there you go. There he is with his coronation set on. Like I said, I wish you could put the null rays on, but other than that, I think it looks freaking beautiful. So there are the accessories. Oh, real quick, I want to go over a little articulation. When you got all this stuff on, you kind of lose some articulation, especially with the arms. You can still, like I said, move this off, and you can use the butterfly. And you can still get around. You got to manipulate it and everything, and all that stuff. But it does, interfere. You start, knucking into stuff and everything. Be careful, you don't want to scratch up the paint. But like I said, you do lose some articulation in the arms. When you put on this stuff and all that stuff. That's just, common sense and everything. But other than that, it's really the same. I mean, I guess, well, you got the, the cape, whatever is, and everything. So you can go back and forth and everything. So all the leg movements are the same and everything. So yeah, just want to show you a little bit of an update of the articulation when all this stuff is on. Like always, unfortunately, I do not have my MDLX stuff out right now, but there is MP44 Optimus Prime. I threw in DX9 Sideswipe. There is Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, and there's Tits McGee Wreck-Car, and there's a little scale for you. Well, hey there, everybody. If you made it this far, as always, I freaking appreciate that. All right, final thoughts on Threezero MDLX. This is the Coronation Starscream set. I love it. Beautiful piece. Let me get the negatives out of the way first. The feet are fugly as sin. I'm glad they changed them up. They listened to the the fans and everything. They changed it up for the cone heads. I just wish they would have not made these feet, but yeah, they're fugly. I wish the with the coronation set, I wish they would have given us another set of a blaster, or null rays, and it could fit up there actually. That would have been pretty cool. And that's about it. Other than that, articulation's great. The sculpt and paintwork are beautiful as always. Man, just looks so good. Threezero does a great job of that. Accessories are awesome. Be careful with the blades when you're using the hands and everything, because like I said, it says to use a blow dryer to loosen them up a little bit. So I would do that and everything. But I like the gun. The Megatron gun's pretty cool. You get the null rays. You do get the blades. You can use them on the back of the wings and everything. The coronation set looks beautiful. Like I said, the paint is so good on this thing, and just the sculpt work is just great. Articulation is really good too as well. Materials feel good. The skirts, usually, like I said, Megatron's probably the worst one. These are pretty good. I didn't have any problems with them popping off. But yeah, other than that, it's a beautiful piece. I love it. I love Beast of Threezero. They don't transform, but man, they look so good. So much fun. So yeah, hope you like my review. Hit me on some likes, shares, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Hit me on some comments. Tell me you thought of the review. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next Transformer review. And as always, be good to yourself. Man, hell freaking Transformers. And man, this thing is freaking wicked. I love the cape, man. Looks really good. It's got a wire on there. Nice soft cape. I like that. Man, all the weapons are painted. Just a great job as always. Love me some Threezero, man. If I could start over, Threezero and Legend Scale. That's all I would do, man. That's all I would do. Good night, folks.